Not even the other part of the damn story was true. In the tale of the boy in the balloon, but who was not, we were later told he had been hiding and or sleeping in the attic, but it turns out he wasn't even in the friggin' attic. Where he was, as his family perpetuated what now turns out to be a hoax, at least police say that, is unknown. But in our #1 story in the countdown, progress is being made, and rapidly, on all the charges that the fabulous flying Heenies may now face as they put the hot air back into hot air ballooning all the way to the big house. The weekend's post-balloon developments leaving no doubt that the Larimer County Sheriff, Jim Alderden, sees the event as a publicity stunt. Not only was it a hoax, but according to authorities, one possibly planned months in advance, as emails reportedly disclose a similar stunt being discussed between Richard Heaney and an associate whom authorities now wait to interview. Mr. Heaney, meanwhile, and his wife Mayumi claim through their lawyer that they were willing to voluntarily turn themselves in for arrest in order to spare the kids. Yeah, that balloon has already sailed, too. Sheriff Alderden, having announced that he is seeking charges, including felony counts against the Heenies, including conspiracy, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, making a false report to authorities, and attempting to influence a public servant. The most serious of those charges carries a maximum sentence of 6 years in prison. But federal charges are also possible under FAA regulations. At issue, whether the Heenies gave proper notification to the agency for the balloon launch. The size of the balloon and the proximity to an airport are also factors in that. You will recall that Denver International Airport had been briefly shut down because of this. Sheriff Alderden says that all 3 children knew of the hoax, but will likely not face charges because of their ages. Mr. Heaney's media stunt was reportedly meant to promote a reality show that would have featured Mr. Heaney as a mad scientist. But when it comes to making such a pitch, the farce and excess of the Heenies brings another family act to mind.
Guy goes in the agent's office and he says, I got an act for you.
There you see that beautiful family.
It's a family act.
It's a family act.
This is a family.
We go to the desert, chase dust devils together as a family.
Well, it's a very different act.
I've got a box.
It's a bit of a novelty. Myself, my wife, and my kids.
We've got an old flying saucer out in the backyard now.
Talent agent says, what's the act?
You didn't put the talent in the house!
I did!
Here's how I handle this.
But the part that killed us the most was this little cute kid. What was he, about 6 or so?
We did this for a show.
6-year-old Falcon Henney, believed to be inside an experimental balloon.
A large Macy's Day Parade balloon.
This is a hoax, a publicity stunt.
That's actually a really great idea to pitch to a network.
It's about using your kid.
This is what we do.
Then they all put their fingers down their throat and they vomit.
Vomit.
One of them vomited.
That's what he was referring to.
Projectile vomiting. It's all over the front row.
That's a hell of an act. What do you call it?
What do you call the act?
What do you call yourself?
What do you call the act? The aristocrats.
The aristocrats. The aristocrats!
That's what he was referring to.